Oh, hello.
Oh, were we even supposed to have a show now? Is it showtime?
I think it might be showtime.
I thought it was sketch time.
I thought it was sketch time too. Drawing time, showtime. They're not always different. Well, should we show them what we?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
We were doing portraits.
Yeah. Okay. Got.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's a really remarkable
I've been
likeness.
practicing.
Wow.
It's just what you look like to me.
That does explain a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Well, welcome everyone to Charming Disasters Quarantine Livestream. Yes, we are so glad to be here. And if you're just joining us, we see a lot of you have already tuned in.
Yes.
We see Fred and Mike and Jade and Tila, and we see Brianna and Sarah and Anne and Sierra and Kim and Madeline and Matt and Katie and Polythene Pammy and oh my gosh, so many people, and Brendan and Carrie and so many.
All the best people
All
here.
the best people are here. Peter is here.
Of course.
So in case some people who ought to be here and aren't here, would need to. Oh gosh, I can't.
What are you trying to say?
I'm saying that people should share the link if they're watching on Facebook.
Oh yeah, share the link.
You can share this so that then it's easy for people.
Bring your friends and enemies along.
Yeah, then everybody can be part of this, whatever we're doing. If you're tuning in for the first time, welcome. We are Charming Disaster, and we are very glad to be here with you. If you're first timers, let us know.
Yes, most definitely. Yeah, let us know if this is your first quarantine live stream. Raise a hand or
whatever you got.
Tentacle, whatever you got. No judgments.
No judgment. Charming Disasters Quarantine Livestream is a donation-based show. What does that mean?
What does that mean?
Well, you can tell them what that means while I drop these links in the comments.
Gladly. So if you happen to be in a position where you would like to donate to our little endeavor here, keep us in the squids and keep us active, that is great. There are several ways to do that. We have Venmo, we have Bandcamp, we have some other ways which I can't see right now, but it's quite all right. And you all can see it. And we also have the Cash app, of course, which is just for
But that's a secret, and it's not on the screen.
Money laundering. Yes, we have PayPal and charmingdisaster.com/virtual-tickets. But if you're not in a position to contribute, that is fine. This is our gift to you. We believe in free exchange of things back and forth, helping each other out when we can. And this is that time. So this is our favorite thing to do. And we are so glad that you are here with us. That is the most important part.
This is my favorite thing to do.
Yeah, our favorite thing.
All right, so I'm just I'm doing some things backstage which are awkward. So you can just keep talking for another second.
Elia is a master at running this operation, as you can see.
We're all
so
set now.
You might wonder, what are these friends behind us? These are some squids from the Monterey Aquarium, flown in here just for this show. Swum in. Well, they were flown in a tank plane,
flying,
like a water plane.
Yeah, it's complicated.
Yeah, but they've been enjoying it. They like people.
Yeah, they're really friendly and curious.
That tickle?
Just a little.
It's going inside your brain. Anyway, this is Squid Squad. That's right.
Squid Squad. It's a good observation.
Yeah.
Now, if you are, let's see, some other sort of opening ceremonies things. If you're watching us on Facebook, make sure you're following our Facebook page. And if you're watching on YouTube, you can click that little subscribe button, because we have much, 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 much more of this planned for the future. So, if you like
and we always have interesting stuff coming out on Facebook and YouTube.
All right. Well, we like to begin our show with a little divination ritual, which is to draw a card from the tarot deck to kind of tell us what's happening.
I will draw it. And you push the special button. Ready?
Oh, I'm ready.
Okay, and go.
Wow, look at that. A magic trick.
It's pretty cool.
As you can see, we have drawn the magician card. And it seems to me like he's holding some kind of pen or like quill. He's probably about to draw a picture of some kind on that drawing table. And the thing that I was thinking about the magician is that, well, there's a kind of magic in drawing or handwriting. Like it's a thing that's not it's not part of the body, but it's kind of the body. It's this expression of yourself that is very individual, whether it's how you write your name by hand or whether it's the kind of doodles that you make or the kind of pictures that you draw. And it's this kind of channeling of your essence into the physical world.
It is an act of creation, an actual act of creation.
It is. There is an actual magic that happens.
Yeah.
And so we're really excited to have a guest with us on this episode of the Quarantine Livestream who's going to guide us through some magic along those lines. And she's not actually going to do this with us until a little later in the show, but we're going to bring her on real quick to give us some kind of, not precautions, instructions. So let's bring in Ayun Halliday, and we'll get some intel that will help us later. All right, here, we're going to summon her with fire.
Oh. I'm in the show. Can you hear me?
Oh, yes.
Oh, yes.
It's like a dream.
Hi, everybody.
Hey, Anne. How are you doing?
I'm great. I'm so happy to be here, and I'm so glad the tech is working because tech is not my strong suit. Drawing and cutting and pasting are my stronger suits.
Very good. Well, we're gonna have a whole special time with you in just a little bit. But is there anything that our viewers ought to know in advance or do before?
Yes, absolutely. Well, the very most important thing is if you think that you can't draw, you can. It doesn't matter if you haven't drawn since you were a little child, you can do this. What we're hoping to do tonight is make a collaborative collaborative zine based on one of your songs on Heart of Brass. So we have the lyrics for that. I think you guys are going to play it for us, yes, at some point?
Oh, yes.
We are. We're going to drop the lyrics in the chat right now. So if anybody wants to pull those up in like another tab, we can do that.
That sounds great. Some things that can help. Everybody's going to be contributing to this eventual zine. So we'll tell you later about how you get your drawings or your text-based design to Elia and Jeff or to me so that it can be assembled into a zine, or who knows, an animated music video.
We don't know what's going to happen, but meantime, what do people need to have?
They need to have black pen is great. If you have a felt tip one, that's perfect. You could also use a black crayon, but whatever's going to give you that inkiest line. A quill is absolutely very on brand, but you can also use a crayon, a Sharpie, your fancy fountain pen. And then what you'll want to be drawing on is white paper. So just plain old computer paper is fine. The size that we're going to make is the size of a piece of paper folded in half. So if your thing's a little bigger, that's okay. It can be shrunk down in the final thing. But if you want to draw it to size, you just want to fold that piece of paper in half on the long way.
Great.
And if you're collage, by all means, bring some scissors, bring a glue stick, and there's some images too, if you want to borrow our images.
All right, so I'm going to drop that in the chat too. So here's a link to an image gallery. So if folks want to print that out and kind of embellish, they can do that too.
Absolutely.
All right, cool. So you've all been warned. You will need a piece of paper and at least one writing implement. Mm-hmm. And you have a couple of songs to get those together. And we're going to send you away, and then we're going to bring you back and tell everybody all about what you've been up to.
I'll just be here drawing.
All right.
See you soon.
Bye.
All right. Well, that's going to be exciting.
Yeah.
By the way, this quill pen, which is like, it has a really good like balance
feels good,
to it.
doesn't
Yeah,
it?
it's
It's
good.
nice.
So Carol and Eric Olson, thank you. This is a mailbag item from our last show. Yes.
It's very pointy too, the tip of that pen, so be careful.
Oh, question from the audience. Sierra wants to know, long ways. No, you're gonna. It's like we're making like a little book. So you're gonna, if the paper is like this, you're gonna fold it. So it's like. Book. That was not a very good demonstration.
I think that was.
I think that was
good.
All right.
We should get that.
All right. Well, should we start some music? For God's sake, I feel like
Yeah.
it's
been a while.
It's like a long lead up.
It's all
right.
Quite a cold.
That's the wrong one.
All right, do we have to do the thing?
Yeah, I'm gonna change our microphone to the other microphone.
Don't worry.
Okay, so this is.
All right.
All right, let's see how this goes.
Yeah, hopefully you can still hear us.
All right. Well, if they can't hear us, we'll find out about it too late.
All right, what's the thing? What do we? Oh yes, here we go.
Secretary says you've got a meeting,
and the secretary's always right.
You don't know what you do without her.
You can't even remember how you met her,
but she runs your life.
She keeps the wolves away when you most need it.
You need it more than yesterday.
Pencil in her hair is always
but
sharp.
Nothing sharper than the look she gives you when you try to make her stay.
The
secretary knows your weaknesses.
A dozen roses, sweetnesses, no more than she deserves from you. Tell her to tell you what to do. You don't know where she goes when she leaves you. Even if you did, who would believe you? Shouting on the phone has gotten frequent.
Hands are shaky and you need a shake.
The secretary steps out for a minute.
Hands you whiskey razors, aspirin, and
The order for your wife's bouquet. The secretary knows your weaknesses. A dozen roses, sweetnesses, no more than she deserves from you. Tell her to tell you what to do. The smell of smoke is always on her breath. Though you've never seen her smoke a single cigarette.
Did you get the secretary's memo?
Pay attention, cause it's gonna hurt.
The secretary says she'll take a letter.
Did you let her take the thing that's beating underneath your starched white shirt?
Secretary
knows your weaknesses. A dozen roses, sweetnesses, no more than she deserves from you. Tell her to tell you what to do. Is she on your side or taking over? secretary knows.
Yeah, I mean, as a former executive assistant, I really feel like that song is a true story.
True story. They're all true stories.
Now, I have a question
Yeah.
for you and for all of you. And that question is, what are we drinking?
Oh, good question.
What are we drinking? Is it whiskey, razors, and aspirin? Because that would be the secretary.
That would be the
cocktail.
secretary.
But it's very disgusting, and you probably don't. So I hope that that's not what we're having.
No, we are having. This is called the what is it? The ink blot.
Ink blot. Okay. Not too much.
Get mine here. If this shows up at all.
Is that real ink?
Yes. It's edible ink. Drinkable ink, I should say.
Drinkable ink.
Cheers.
Cheers.
To
All
you.
right. To you.
And to all of you.
To all of you. Oh, it's delightful.
Right?
Hmm.
What's in the ink blot?
What's in the ink blot? Is it flowers? It tastes like flowers.
A little bit of flowers, a little elderflower. There's a little rye whiskey. And there's a little magic ink.
Magic ink.
It is not squid ink. Don't
No.
be alarmed.
No, don't be alarmed.
It's quite all
It's
right.
fine.
Because when they get alarmed,
Ink goes everywhere.
Ink goes everywhere. But,
All
it's
right.
delicious.
What is everybody else drinking? We have popcorn.
I love that.
Mai Tais in real tiki mugs.
Ooh.
Chardonnay. Blackberry lemon sour beer. Oh, that's a lot of things. And hello, Gabe and Meg. We will try to make a good replay for you. Okay. Peach tea. Peach tea is delicious. Ooh, we have a lot of different kinds of flowers.
Oh, that's like a magical potion, it seems like.
Chocolate milkshake.
Mm.
Tears of my enemies. I feel like we're covering like the whole spectrum here of beverages tonight, from popcorn to tears.
Popcorn to tears.
That's what we're here for, really. All right. Well, should we play them another song? What do you wanna sing a song about?
Let's sing a song about pigments.
Pigments. Like ink?
Could be. Or used in painting or
More like a dye?
dye. That's right.
Okay, but what if you had a dye that
could kill you.
that could kill you? It was really versatile.
It's a double entendre.
Like you could it's a dye that makes you die. That's perfect.
Dye.
All right, so here's my dream scenario. It's a pigment. You can use it for making like really bright green fabric. You can use it for wallpaper that will slowly off gas and like drive you insane. But also you can use it as an agricultural poison if you need to like get rid of insects or rodents or is there one magical substance that does all of these things?
What if you want to knock off some relative that is holding on to their money?
Sure. Well, if only there were one substance that did all of these things. But wait, there is.
Here it is.
And it's called Paris Green. Paint a picture inside a dream. Wash the garden in Paris green. Flowers framing a distant view. Under a heaven of Prussian blue. Stars and planets come out tonight. Moon is glowing in china white. Picture an angel with eyes of lead. Trace the image in Saturn red. flowers blooming in Prussian blue. Take the matches, set them alight. Stars and planets shine, shine white. Don't look backward, don't turn your head. Chase the angel in Saturn red.
True story.
It's actually true. All right. Well, thank you, Peter. That's very kind. It is
Thank
an
you.
economical song.
Yeah.
We did reuse and recycle some of the lines to make other lines, kind of like cutting them up and reconfiguring them, which actually makes it very much more difficult to remember the words correctly in their correct sequence than songs with many more words, because they are just slightly different.
And we didn't spend a lot of money on the notes played at the same time.
That's true. Economical.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Well, we have a shout out to Sabina in Richmond.
Libby.
All right. Well, I think it is about time to introduce our special guest. But before we do that, I'm going to switch our audio so that we have we do the thing. Okay, so doing that.
Sound.
Yeah, it's gonna be fine. All right, so I feel like I could spend a long time introducing this guest. I've been a fan of Ayun Halliday's zine, The East Village Inky, for about 20 years. I've been reading that.
You're not even 20 years.
I know. It's like must be some kind of time travel thing. Ayun Halliday is a performer, playwright, and author of 7 books, including No Touch Monkey and Other Travel Lessons Learned Too Late. And founded Theater of the Apes with her husband, Greg Kotis, and prior to the pandemic, hosted its monthly book-based variety show, Necromancers of the Public Domain, which, full disclosure, Charming Disaster has performed in at least 2 times.
And it was a blast.
It was. She is the chief primatologist and sole employee of the award-winning hand-illustrated zine, The East Village Inky. And her next book, The Small Potato Manifesto, will be published by Microcosm in 2021. So without further ado, behold!
I'm back.
You're back.
You're back.
So now everybody knows who you are, Anne. We're so happy that you're here.
And honored.
Yeah, thank you. I'm delighted to be here.
So, Anne, as I mentioned, I've long been a fan of your work. And I think one of the things that I like and am inspired by the most is the punk rock DIY aesthetic of the East Village Inky. How did you get started doing that? Just a little bit of background for folks.
Well, I was performing for a long time with the Neo-Futurists, who are a Chicago company, and now you can see them in New York and San Francisco and lots of other places. But it became my big identity was playing myself on stage with the Neo-Futurists for years and years. It's how I met my husband, Greg, and it was how I defined myself. And then I got pregnant and I had that baby, which was a great decision to go ahead and have that baby. She was bringing us 24 years of pleasure. But
it's a delight.
Thank you. She's a big fan of yours. But about a year out from it, I really started, flipping my wig a little bit because I didn't have that creative identity and was stuck with a baby all the time, which is great, but I needed a creative outlet. And, my dreams of performing with a baby backstage being absolutely quiet didn't pan out too good. So making a zine was something that I could actually do. I've got one with me. So it was this small when I started, and it's still this small, and it's really never varied at all. But I would just keep it in my purse, these these pages of regular printer paper and a pen, and I would make little drawings and little observations when she fell asleep for her nap. And then when I got 40 of these little pages together, I would publish it, and strangers started to read it, which was what I really was after, was an audience of people who weren't my friends and family.
Like you were a stranger.
I was a stranger.
You were, not for long. Yeah.
Well, I mean, that is one of the beautiful things about New York City, is that you get to befriend and become peers with people who are your creative heroes. And, you know, as an admirer, it's such an exciting thing to get to be pals. Also, I just want to share some comments from the audience. We have some longtime readers in the house.
That's cool. That makes me feel like a big shot. Thanks.
But I love when you say that you published the zine. Like, that was, you didn't like find somebody to like give you their blessing or their permission. You just like did it, right?
Oh, right. The first issue was sneak copied at about midnight at Scholastic, where a good friend of mine worked, and she held the baby while I was trying to figure out the copier. And the margins were so screwed up that it had to be bound with a rubber band so that you could shift the pages back and forth to actually. But I've gotten a little bit better. 64 issues it's taken, but slightly better.
That is beautiful. Well, so maybe you could help our viewers with a little activity so that we can all experience the pleasure of zine making.
Yes.
And for those who are watching who don't know what a zine is, you want to give them like the Cliff Notes?
Yeah, sure. A zine is a self-published, usually photocopied magazine that it can look like a kid made it. This is one I made a really long time ago that's the same size as the one we're going to be working on. You know, it can be little. It can be personal, it can be comics, it can be music fanzine, whatever you want. It's unedited. You can have lots of contributors or just one. It can be free. You can find them all over Etsy these days. In New York City, you could go to Blue Stockings bookstore, or in Brooklyn, Quimby's NYC. Or there's a zine festival tomorrow if you're in New York. Apologies if you're not in New York, but you could go to Pete's Candy Store tomorrow from, I think, 2 to 7 for Pete's mini zine fest.
Cool.
One of our favorite places.
Yeah, we ate a grilled cheese sandwich at Pete's just yesterday. Yeah. And we just dropped a link to that in the comments. And when we're done with this activity, we're going to drop all of your links in the comments so everybody can find you as well and your work. But let's get to zine making, shall we?
Okay. So I don't have one of those fancy overhead cameras, but I do have a bar stool with a rubber band on it. So I'm going to turn it upside down so that you can see my hands as I draw. Oh, this is going to be really good. Can you hear them like banging around?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Oh my God, it's us.
How's that, kids?
That's me.
Wow, that's like you with like a sword in your
head.
knife in your head. Cool.
Whoops, my earphones fell out, so I couldn't hear you. So you can maybe see my hand, and I'll start doing it. But maybe, I don't know if you guys want to play a little while we all zine it up together. Something I like to do is incorporate words sometimes into the pictures. And I know you had references in Heart of Brass to dirigibles and messages in bottles and stuff like that. So I might put some of those in there too.
Let's just leave it.
Okay.
All right, cool. Then here we go. We're gonna play Heart of Brass, and oh wait, Sierra is, before we get started, Sierra wants us to fold the paper on camera again.
Oh, sure. I'm just grabbing a piece of paper, Sierra.
There is no need to apologize.
What is
So.
All right. So.
Okay, here's a piece of paper, right? Big piece of paper.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And then you just fold it in half this way, as if you're going to make a little book.
Perfect.
don't worry. If you fold it the wrong way, it's still okay. There's no problems here.
All right, here we go.
All right.
Take it away. In the dirigibles gondola, the clouds fog up your monocle. You wipe it with a handkerchief embroidered with a monogram. Looking for lost continents, you'd better check your pocket watch. You won't be home for luncheon, but they'll keep the platters warm.
Not as pure as gold,
Captive of the scientist,
not as sharp as
practices
glass,
experiments.
not as strong as stone.
Flesh and blood will never last.
Baby's got a heart of brass. Underneath the diving bell, return to the submersible before the lonely Nautilus can wrap you in its tentacles, moistening your handkerchief to polish your discoveries. The needle of the compass doesn't point to any north. Not as pure as gold, Captive of the scientist,
not as sharp as glass.
she practiced her experiments.
Not as strong as stone.
Flesh and blood will never last. My baby's got a heart of brass.
When space laced with laudanum will get you through the tedium, waiting to be rescued from inside the sanitarium. The esoteric brotherhood suspect you're up to nothing good. The ampule in your handkerchief will put them all to sleep.
They're on some kind of machine where only cogwheels, pistons, and steam.
All of us powered by water and heat.
It makes our
tick-tock hearts beat, 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 beat. The automaton forever sits its hand upon the writing desk, gently grips a fountain pen that circumscribes an arabesque, deciphering the messages encrypted by the alchemist. A handkerchief will wipe away the secrets that it keeps.
not as pure as gold,
Captive of the scientist,
not as sharp as
he
glass,
practices experiments.
not as strong as
Flesh and blood will never last.
my baby's got a heart of brass.
Floating down the Amazon,
We wonder if we've gone too far. Plunge into the whirlpool at the basin of the waterfall, scribbling this chronicle. The fog clouds up your monocle.
a handkerchief can stop her up. Our message in a bottle we have left it gently bobbing on the surface of the water as we sail around the spiral into mystery or miracle. Pry into your scry glass, inquire of your oracle.
Squint into your
spyglass, you can
see us wave farewell.
Woo!
Oh my gosh, that was really exciting watching
Oh,
you do
man.
that while we were playing.
It was really fun. The ones with your eyes, I thought this might need a little tweaking. See, if you were thinking like, wow, I can't draw. I feel really worried about doing this. Don't feel worried anymore. Look what I just did. Look at that. This one came out a little better. I don't know. I can't even see.
That is a
Oh, it's
stunning
amazing.
likeness.
Oh, I love it.
I love it. I love it.
But what a fun assignment. And I can't wait to see other people's, what they came up with. I'm going to draw a little bit more as you guys continue to play too. I'm having
Please.
too much fun.
And everybody should feel free to do that. And we would really love to see what you come up with. And you can send those images. You can just take a picture with your phone or scan them or whatever. And you can send them to in an email to us or to Anne.
Yeah.
And I just popped those emails into the chat. But if you lose track of that, just drop us a message and we'll tell you where to send it.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, so Anne, we're gonna drop some links in the chat for you. I know you mentioned the Zine Fest that's happening tomorrow.
Oh yeah, can I actually just share with your fans? You're going to be the first people ever to see this outside of my family. So this is my first ever color zine.
Whoa.
Yeah, it's 8 pages, and it's baby animals against cancer.
Baby animals hate cancer.
Yeah, it's basically just a bunch of baby animals saying "fuck cancer." So it's a tribute to some friends of mine and some parents who I think will appreciate this.
So good.
Love that. If people want to have that, how do they have it?
They can have it. They can come to my Etsy shop after Pete's Mini Zine Fest. Tomorrow is the only place you can buy it live, and then it'll be for sale at some Zine-ly type places. But my Etsy shop. And I can drop the thing. I finally figured out how to do the chat, so I can.
Okay. All right. Well,
so you can have your hands on your instrument.
All right. Well, we're still chatting, so I don't need hands on instruments just yet. Right. So I just dropped a link to the East Village Inky. It says subscribe to the East Village Inky or buy individual issues, but I understand that this zine and perhaps some other stuff are also available on that Etsy. Is that?
Yes. There are some one-shot zines which are not part of a series, but I don't know. I could see Baby Animals Against Cancer being like another long-running series. There's lots of little animals in the world, and they all
like volume 2, like volume 3 or 4 is where it gets weird, and it's all like echidnas and like vampires, baby vampire squids, and all kinds of like weird larvae. And
I feel a collaboration coming on.
Yeah. If you need ideas for like, we're ready.
Mm-hmm.
We're ready.
Right. And you and I are going to write that musical someday too, Elia.
Yeah.
Remember?
I remember.
Okay.
The musical about the Victorian lady boxers.
The boxing women, yeah. Okay, good. Say no more.
Yeah,
Somebody might scoop us.
You don't want to give anything away.
Yeah.
And you also have a book coming out in, when is that, February?
Yes, it is the Small Potato Manifesto, and you actually know quite a lot about it, Elia, because you contributed to it. I interviewed 37 musicians and visual artists and theater makers and puppeteers and writers, comics people, one crazy burlesque clown, and just about their life as a longtime maker of art, and the kind of art that sometimes you really have to hustle hard to get 20 people in the audience, and that you're not going to make a living at it. So it's about how to keep your chin up, how to support other small potatoes, how to get the word out about your own information. You totally ruled the touring section, how to go on a DIY tour.
We love to go on a DIY tour, and we're going to talk a little more about our upcoming DIY tour dates. In a little bit.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, Anne, thank you so much for joining us and for illustrating our song. And we can't wait to see what everybody did under your experienced guidance.
Guided. Oh, come on. It's like having an after-school teacher who you've never seen before. Get your crayons and be quiet. Sit down.
Those are the best teachers.
Yeah, those are the best ones. All right. Well, we're gonna send you back into the void and play some more music at these nice people. Thank you so much for being part of the show, and we look forward to all of your upcoming publications.
That's right.
I'm thrilled. I can't wait to hear more of your great music.
Bye.
Bye. And she's gone, just like that.
Yeah.
Back into the
fire.
The fiery pit.
Fiery pit. So such a nice person to send into the fiery pit.
I know she doesn't deserve the fiery pit, but sometimes you just gotta go there, and
it could be a happy place.
Yeah, it's pretty toasty. It's nice down there.
It's toasty in here.
It is toasty in here. It's true. All right. Well, here, drink a little more of your ink blot. Now, the next song that we play is going to be a request. So if there are requests that you have in mind for songs that we might play, this is a good time to start putting them into the chat.
Yeah, let's roll the dice.
Yeah, we're gonna roll the dice. We've been practicing a lot of songs. We are planning to go on tour next week, and we're planning to be playing a different set every night over the 4 shows that we're doing in the Rochester Fringe Festival, which means if you have a 10-song set, which we do, we need to be prepared to play at least 40 different songs.
Yeah, I think we're up to... we could probably do 5 shows.
Yeah, we could do about 5 shows.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, all right, so I see some requests coming in. Before we pick one, I think it's an important thing to touch on the question you're all wondering.
Oh, yeah.
Where in the hell is Professor Bellows? So last we heard from Professor Bellows' captors, Professor is on the West Coast in California in the custody of Shauna McGinnis. And the professor has been making friends with this heirloom armadillo purse that belonged to Shauna's grandmother, doing some reading.
Yeah, what books are they reading?
The print is very small, but seems like high art, high literature.
Erudite professor.
Not that like pulp stuff that
he is reading. A professor.
Yeah, a professor. Probably some academic tomes. Oh. So stay tuned for more news of the professor's adventures and whereabouts. I can't wait to find out what happens next. And if you have signed up to be one of the custodians of the professor, eventually the professor will come around to you.
Yeah.
So we don't know how long it's going to take. This could be a
multi-year project.
Could be a multi-year project.
Which is fine.
Yeah. Eventually, if you want to take the professor on an adventure, if you're a member of the Society of the Mysterious Hand, that is one of the privileges that belongs to you.
Yeah. And if you're interested in being a society member, inquire within.
Inquire within.
Indeed.
All right. Well, should we pick a song from these requests? All right. So let's see. Just scrolling through.
Yeah, they're all looking good.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Let's see that one.
Sure.
All right. We're gonna take Showgirl. Pammy, how old and Isla are y'all in Australia? Are you the Australia Pam? And how old is Isla?
Or San Francisco.
I know we know a couple of polythene Pams. We're lucky that way.
We are. Oh, you have the accoutrement.
I'm ready. I'm ready for this.
Are you ready?
Yeah, we'll see. We'll find out. Oh, wait, I forgot to set the thing back up. Just keep on vamping.
You can vamp.
Oh, I know you can. To the boys, he busted in the place around 1:45. A freshly minted copper with something to prove.
This is a bust, nobody move.
I held my mama as she cried.
I just got carried away, I couldn't help it. Try to get by all by myself, and didn't have to be this way. Got carried away. Ooh, I just got carried away. I couldn't help it. Try to get by all by myself. finally made detective after years on the street, but I could never forget the way she looked at me, a fire burning in her eyes. Next time that I saw her, she was all grown up, sparkling in spangles at the Club Deluxe, where the owner was known as King of the Mob. My showgirl, she was on his arm. I just got carried away, I couldn't help it, try to get by all by myself. It didn't have to be this way, got carried away.
Noticed when that copper started hanging around, whatever he was looking for, it's not what he found. He was there on a job for the boys downtown, but that's not why he was working so hard. He never said a word, but I could see what I saw. My heart was at war and a fight to the draw. How could I jump into the arms of the law? All I could do was keep up my guard. I just got carried away, I couldn't help it, trying to get by all by myself. It didn't have to be this way, got carried away. The night came, it was just a matter of time. We moved in, one night he didn't come home. The big stage, beauty isn't a crime, we hauled them in. Why should I go in alone? The night came, it was just a matter of time. He moved in before I won her affection. A girl needs, so tell me, is it a crime? Protection, I offered protection. My gangster went upriver, he was serving hard time. I didn't forget about him, but he'd never be mine. And my cop was so far from a life of crime. But one day I knew he'd stolen my heart.
She loved me like the dream we had so long delayed. Then she got a little cough that wouldn't go away.
Too soon?
She didn't tell us so till it was too late. When she closed her eyes, the angels sang. I just got carried away, I couldn't help it, try to get by all by myself. It didn't have to be this way, got carried away. Ooh. I just got carried away, I couldn't help it, try to get by all by myself. It didn't have to be this way, got carried away, got carried away, got carried away, got carried away, carried
true story.
They're all true stories.
Okay, but that one's like an especially true story because it's about your great aunt, Alice, the showgirl.
They're all especially true.
Okay, but tell them about that one because that's such a good story.
Yeah, my great aunt, my grandfather's sister, was a showgirl living here in New York City. And
When?
In the 1920s.
Okay.
She had a boyfriend, as many showgirls did, who was in organized crime. He was a two-bit mobster. I don't have a picture of Alice, which is my great aunt's name, but I do have a picture of the gangster, and I'll bring it in and show it to you all sometime. And it's like a signed autograph, and it says like, "To Alice, you're real swell," or something like that, and it's pretty funny. And anyway, she had another boyfriend who was a police chief.
Like you do.
Like you do. And Alice, unfortunately, like many people did in those days, she did die of tuberculosis. But at the end of her life, the police chief took care of her and nursed her, and really that was true love, those two. So that's the story of my great aunt Alice.
I remember when we were writing that song and we were trying to like figure out the plot from these like fragments that you had from your family history, and we were like, so did the cop get the gangster like sent away? Like, was he responsible? Did he like manipulate that?
Or did she turn him in?
Yeah. I remember we like agonized over that plot point for like weeks as we were like trying to figure out how to write the last verse.
Yeah. I think it happened exactly how we wrote it.
Yeah, she didn't have anything to do with it.
Yeah.
Or did she?
Though the other true thing in this story is my grandfather and my great aunt, their mother ran a little card game in the back of their grocery store, which she ran. She ran a grocery store, and in the back they would play cards. And the cops came all the time to shut down this establishment. Anyway.
Well, yeah, bring in that photo for show and tell sometime.
Yeah.
An upcoming show. It's a special time of the show. We're running a little long, but we would not skip this part of the show for anything, because this part of the show, you know what time it is? That's right. Mm-hmm. It's mailbag time.
Mailbag time.
I know we need like an overlay that says like
mailbag time. Yeah.
All right, but we'll sing the song. Ready?
Yes.
Parse the poster letter and drop us a line. We'll open it together at mailbag time. A leaf from off your favorite tree or needles of pine. We'll open it together at mailbag time. Mailbag time. A finger-painted portrait of your own design. We'll open it together at mailbag time. Good kazoo playing.
Oh, thanks.
I say that as a professional. All right, we've got 2 packages this week that came in, and we're so excited to find out finally what they are, because we've been staring at them for the last couple of days.
So this comes from Catherine Bowen.
And we know Catherine is watching. I saw her name come up in the comments.
We got some yellow paper.
The green screen really seems to like really yellow cool today.
Looks like electric.
So there's
electric paper.
Right, this is all tissue paper.
Look at this cool. Yeah. It's like blue color. All right.
Okay. Oh, it's a prognostication. It says, in your near future, I see good fortune and snacks.
Look at this.
Oh,
Peanut
snacks.
butter
We love
filled.
snacks.
We love these. We need these for the road.
Oh my God, peanut butter filled pretzels are like
This is our thing.
It's our favorite thing to eat on the road. This is like the perfect car snack.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Catherine. This is so thoughtful, and we will be eating these in just a few short days as we hit the road on Wednesday for our upcoming tour. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
We will think of you as we eat those peanut butter filled pretzels.
Crunchy.
You know, they're perfect because like the saltiness is good if like you're feeling like a little queasy from the road, and like they've got a little sugar, and the peanut butter is protein. So if
Protein.
yeah, it's like those have literally saved our lives on more than one occasion.
Oh yeah, more than one occasion. Okay. This is a big box.
It is
Came from
it's a big box.
the Amazon.
From the Amazon. This comes from Sarah and Brandon.
Yeah.
And
Of course.
of course, it is a scale model replica of Baba Yaga's hut.
Oh, that's so cool.
That is so cool. And that means when miniature Baba Yaga comes to see us, she will be,
That's right. She'll have a place.
Professor Ballos needs a home to come home to. So true. So true. So, thank you for this.
Thank you.
We have, I feel like there's a perfect spot for that in our studio. And after the show, we'll put it up there. And we'll
take a picture.
We'll take a picture and show you, yeah.
Wow.
Oh, I love it. Thank you. So thoughtful. Really.
Thank you.
And Professor Bellows is going to love it too, I'm sure.
Wow.
Wow.
Such generosity.
So touching. Let's play them another song.
Yeah.
All right.
What we can do for you.
This is what we can do.
Okay. Yes.
All right.
In our literary theme.
And we were like, what songs do we have about like pens or pencils or like books or...
I am a librarian, my mind is a cave. I don't understand how people behave. I'm greater than some of my parts that seem broken. I make my own costume, I own my own name. Rich in the wintertime, philosopher, king, I'm not staring at you, I'm considering things. A natural scientist singing my song. Where I am going is where I belong. This is my time, this is my place. Behind the drawn curtain or right in your face. This is my time, this is my place. Behind the drawn curtain or right in your face.
I am a librarian, my tongue is a blade with sharp doubled edges to keep you away. A creature of habit, a half-wild animal, hungry to touch you but also afraid. Orbiting satellite, counting the stars, moving in circles out here in the dark. A prisoner of circumstance, lying awake, waiting the moment I make my escape. This is my time, this is my place. Behind the drawn curtain or right in your face. This is my time, this is my place. Behind the drawn curtain or right in your face.
I think I'm the only one of my kind.
I am a librarian, my heart is a fist, my fist in the air, the air in my face. I'm facing my fear is a friend, my friends are beside me, I'm ready for this. Set out the instruments, sought out the signs, it's what I've been studying all of my life. This is my time, this is my place, behind the drawn curtain or right in your face. This is my time, this is my place, behind the drawn curtain or right in your face. This is my time, this is my place, behind the drawn curtain or right in your face. This is my time, this is my place, behind the drawn curtain or right in your face. And that was, of course, I Am a Librarian, which you can get on all the things, and the cover art is by Susan Sage, who you have met on this very show.
I would say that's just a true story as the previous one, wouldn't you?
Sure, definitely, very much so. The thing that makes this show so magical for us is really all of you who have been watching.
Yes.
You know, we started this show back in March of 2020, which is now like 1,000 years ago. And many of you watching it have been here with us this whole time on this crazy ride. And so we thought it would be nice to to continue this ritual of introducing the members of the Society of the Mysterious Hand on the show. And today we are very pleased to introduce Justin. Meet Justin. Justin hails from Arlington, Virginia, outside of Washington, D.C.
Justin's favorite poisonous plant is the giant hogweed. Says Justin, it's a menace, and we planted it all over because it's pretty.
Justin has one pet, Catra, a very pretty calabi cat, which is a hard word to say, but apparently that is a calico tabby.
Justin's special skill. Justin has a finely honed bullshit detector.
It's a good talent.
Yeah, equally adept at sorting out garbage internet posts from inaccurate theatrical footnotes.
And if Justin was a charming disaster song character, he would be that guy who wants to ride a manta ray. Who isn't that guy, though?
Isn't?
Well, thank you, Justin, for coming along on this ride with us, and we look forward to meeting you in person someday.
One day,
and
hopefully soon.
Hopefully
That's
in the
happen.
not too distant future.
Yeah. We look forward to meeting every one of you in person, either again or for the first time.
Yeah, and it's been really, so we have gotten to play some shows over the past little bit, over the summer especially, and it's been really exciting to meet some of you all.
Yeah.
It's been even more exciting to see some of you meet each other at the shows. That's been really fun for us.
Yeah. Yes, we're figuring it out. We're figuring out this touring thing and how to do it in the way that's safe for us and everyone else. And I feel positive about us getting out there even more.
Yep. We have. Yeah. Should we go ahead and tell them about this upcoming tour schedule?
Segue.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Good segue. Really good. So we have some shows coming up starting next week. Boom. We're going to be in Rochester for the Rochester Fringe Festival, September 23rd, 24th, and 25th. We're super excited about that. That is an indoor show. It's vaxxed only. You have to wear a mask. We love the Spirit Room. It's an occult-themed cocktail bar. If you're in the Rochester vicinity, please come to one of those shows.
It's such a great place.
Great. And then on September 28th, we're driving south, and we're doing a backyard concert at Sierra's house.
Speaking of
society members, so Sierra's hosting an over-the-top backyard concert. There will be burlesque and fire and puppet performers performing with us to our songs. It's going to be amazing. We can't wait. And then we're going to Asheville to play the Sly Grog, and Durham to play the Shadowbox Studio with our friend Curtis Eller, who you may have seen on this show.
Yeah.
Then we're going to Richmond to play Gallery 5's Carnival of Five Fires event. And finally, on October 2nd, we will be opening for This Way to the Egress at IX Art Park. Is it
IX or 9?
Or Ix? We're not sure. But you can find out about all of these shows on the shows page of our website. I'm going to drop that link in the chat. All the show info is there, and some of the shows have advanced ticketing, including Rochester Fringe. I'm going to pop that in the chat, and also the Nashville Backyard Concert hosted by Sierra. It's a donation-based concert, but we are ticketing it so that we know how many people are coming. So you can, if you want to come to that, you can do a donation when you reserve your ticket, or you can do a donation in person at the show and say $0 for the ticket. We just are capping that. That also is all of our shows are vaxxed only. If they're inside, you have to wear a mask. That's the they're so cute.
Yeah, they really like you.
And if you are not in any of the places that we're coming next, we are doing 3 more live streams in October. And that's going to be October 8th, October 15th, and October 22nd. So we've done 2 in September, we'll do 3 in October, and God only knows what will happen in November. So stay tuned. So that's what we've got coming up. And we're so looking forward to seeing you. And if you're at one of those shows, if you're a society member, don't forget to wear your pin to identify yourself to other society members. And
and lead the claps or whatever it is.
The sing-along, the claps, whatever it is. Yeah. Oh, look, we have someone coming to the Nashville show. See, it's happening. The system is working. So we're really, really excited about all of that. And if you live in other parts of the country, don't worry. We're thinking about you and trying to figure out when we'll get to you. But this whole plague thing makes it a little extra complicated. But rest assured, we will find you, and we will pray for you again. All right, I think we got time for one more song.
Yeah.
And but as a quick reminder, if you joined us late and you're new to this, this is a donation-based concert, which means if you're in a position to support our music and this show with a financial contribution, a little goes a long way. It means a lot to us, and it helps us keep doing this and pay the rent on this headquarters space tank. The squid food. It's a little spendy.
It's true.
Yeah, but they deserve the best.
They're so cute, though.
I know.
I would.
Yeah, so there's various ways to chip in, and the best way, of course, is to get something from our Bandcamp, which includes merch and music that you can download, or you can get a vinyl record or a bandana. There's lots of fun stuff. So but if you're not in a position, then we're just happy you're here.
That's cool. We're happy you're here. We're happy everyone's here. Really, that's it. Okay, which one are we gonna do now?
We could do that one.
Which one?
The one we were gonna do.
This one.
Yeah.
Yes, that's
all
what
right. Okay. All right, so we're gonna play you out into the night once again. Just thank you so much for being here and being with us. We love you. We love doing these shows,
so much.
And we're happy that we can do this.
Yeah. What key is this one?
C sharp minor.
Who put that? Who put it in that key?
You did.
Jerk. Your spoon was in the boiling.
Your thumb was on the scale.
Don't try to lead the witness.
That won't get you anywhere.
Sit still and try to listen.
there you have it. Thanks so much, everybody. Hey, Ayun, you want to come back on stage for a second?
Oh, sure, yeah.
Yeah.
Hey.
I just wanted to say thank you again and let you say goodnight to the nice people.
Nice people.
Whoa,
I know, I got one with the monocles.
Oh my God. I love it so much. I can't wait to see everybody's pages. Everyone will send them to us or to you. And everybody have a great rest of your night. And we'll see you next on October 8th here in the ether if we don't see you in person out on the road.
Bye. We love you.
That was great.
Bye, everybody.